continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion, and he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gators will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the football first. And here comes the junior running back. And we'll see two guys who can pick up yardage on the ground in this one.
And man, oh man, if times change where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we talking about NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The Gators offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They will have their hands full with this matchup as they try to make sure the running game gets going. Ready to fire from the pistol. Jones wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff for Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Moving away from pressure. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hard running there. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Gators. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Gonna run it. It's Lacy. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. Right back to the well. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the air. He's got him. Caught, and he's got room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Got him outside. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success?
Touchdown, Rebels! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Jones to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Some misdirection with the counter. Maybe a crease. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Florida. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Opens, makes the catch, and he's free. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th down play.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They torch unleashed this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got a little grass. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones to throw. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here's the pressure. Being chased. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Gators will line up to punt it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got a man. It's Cook. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Running inside. It's Lindsey. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They make make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Mays. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The Gators want to move quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Montgomery. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Jones to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The official says no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go second half always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the counter. Shakes off the defender.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Jones wants to throw it. On target. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Offense working from the pistol. On the move. Shows him the stiff arm.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Runs through a tackle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a
and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Jones to throw. Fakes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking. On the route, gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the...
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
There's a crease. The 40, the 30, at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels.
All game long, this guy's been putting his toolbox on display. He's got speed, he's got wiggle, he's got vision. That's another long touchdown run, David. And he made no bones about it earlier in the season. He said, I want to win the Doak Walker Award. He's putting up numbers today that are going to help him do that.
Yeah, this will go a long way. Already over 100. Now Now add this big, long touchdown run. The defense better find some answers because I'm just going to keep giving it to them over and over again until they solve the problem.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Trying to pick up 7 here on second down from the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Jones wants to throw it. Bring in the heat.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Trying to find the end zone. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. Maybe some room here. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going.
Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator. The Gators answer right back. On to attempt the try. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll give it to the back. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Firing to the right, complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The give as they work on that clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown! good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Jones wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a...
Throws it deep. He's got it inside the 25. Into the house. Touchdown, Gators. The Gators answer right back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
The Gators are going to call their 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Runs through the tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Running the red zone. It's ball. Plows through the defense.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets open down the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll try to run with ball. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Jones to throw. Going for 6. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from the tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. So they get it on the edge of the red zone and go 20 yards. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man at the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And he's going to have to run at this one like a kickoff. A long field goal attempt for the game. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. They're going to reach for the miracle. A long field goal attempt to win the game or give up a kick 6. What a disappointment. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Here's a give the ball. He breaks a tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Here's Jaden one more time. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The run inside. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Rebels. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You just hope he's shaken up momentarily and can return somewhere here in overtime. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. The tension, the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Handoff for ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is a guy you cannot afford to lose in overtime. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big game winner.